आचार्यः पितरः पुत्रास्तथैव च पितामहा मातुलः श्वशुरः पौत्रः श्यालः संबंधिनस्तथा. Hello friends. Friends, this is the 34th shlok of the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and in today's video we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first understand its meaning. So the shlok says Acharya, which means teachers, Pitarah, which means fathers, Putras tathaiva, which means and also sons, cha, and Pitamaha, which is grandfathers, Matula, which is the maternal grandfather, Swasuraha, which means father-in-laws, Pautra, which means grandsons, Shyala, which means brothers-in-laws, Sambandhinas tatha, which means and other relatives also. So over here, Arjun is giving the names of all the relatives. So in the previous two shloks, we know that Arjun has said that he has no desire for victory and he has no desire for the pleasures of kingdom. And then he says that because they are standing over here to fight with each other. So who are standing over here to fight with each other? That is what he's telling over here. So he's saying that the teachers, the fathers, the sons, grandfathers, maternal grandfathers, brothers-in-laws, fathers-in-laws, the grandsons, and all other relatives are standing over here to fight. So in this shlok, all these relationships are what are being mentioned, and this pretty much shows you how Arjun is getting confused over here. So the thing is that in Indian tradition, we are always been told that you as a human being have this limitation that you can always think only in terms of relationships. So for example, for anything in this world, so for example, right now over here, since it's morning, I can say that it is cold. You can see the this steam coming out of my mouth. So I can say that this is cold. I will say that this is cold. But the thing is that it is cold only in relationship to me. If you were to bring, say, a polar bear over here and ask him, then the polar bear will say that it's quite hot over here. So we only think in terms of relations, and that is also what is true with our personal life. So you can clearly see that everybody over here only lives within that relationships. So if, for example, we take a person and we remove all relationships with him, everything, friends, all the relatives, colleagues and everything, if you just isolate him and just put him in an isolation, that person will soon die. And that's because we only live in our relationships, and because we can only live in these relationships, we limit ourselves to these relationships, and when we limit ourselves to that, we think that this is the entire point of view, that is the entire truth, and we are unable to really comprehend that these are just relationships, these are not the absolute truths. So like I said, that when I said that I feel that it is cold over here, it becomes the complete truth for me. I think that this is cold in the absolute sense, while in reality it's not cold in the absolute sense, it's only cold in a relative sense. And so with all these relationships also, we box people in that way only. So our teachers and our fathers and our sons, grandsons, and all these people who are related to us, we put them in that particular box, and we think that that is the complete reality, while the truth is that that is not the complete reality. The complete reality is far more complicated than that. So as an example, a mother always thinks that her son is the best person in this world, but that is not the complete reality. That's just the reality on her point of view, from her point of view. The reality about that person, her son, is very complicated. So when we take these relationships and we make them absolute, it basically confuses us, and our view of this whole universe becomes quite limited. And this applies to everything. So as I mentioned, when I say that this is cold, it becomes absolute for me, and that limits the truth, because for a polar bear it's not cold, it's actually hot. So when we do that, we limit our reality, and any situation in which we are limiting our reality to only a point of view, we will basically confuse ourselves. So over here, Arjun, he is looking at all these people with respect to their relationships to him, and by doing that he is basically limiting his reality, and that's why he is confused. So that is the whole message that has been told to us in this shlok. I hope I have explained that well to you. With that, I'll close this video. Take care.